I think it's fine. It's fine.
You should know.
It's a rare scene.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's Nintendo.
Let's bring the big one. Bring the big one.
Alright.
I don't know if it's too big, but
No, it's fine. We can either put it next to or behind you.
here. Just, like,
Or yeah,
sit
actually,
over.
that's kind of cool too.
This is my pal Pikachu. Yeah. I'm Miranda Sanchez. I am an editor here at IGN. I've been here about 3 years now. 3 years next week after, so very soon. My day-to-day is weird because my job as an editor is like 3 different things. So I'm in charge of helping with wikis. So not only do I produce wikis, I also help schedule what wikis we promote and help manage freelancers, of course, like all of us wiki editors do. And then I'm also on editorial, so I help do reviews and news. I have a news ship every week. And then I also do features and previews, and I help run anime stuff. So I kind of do a lot. So my day-to-day starts with Twitter when I wake up, which is a weird way to start a day. But it's being at IGN, it's very active, so you have to kind of be in the know of everything. So whenever I check Twitter at work, sometimes I feel like I'm goofing off, but if I don't, then I miss like big breaking stories sometimes. So that's how I start my day. And then every day is kind of dependent on which project I'm working on. So like right now in December, we're kind of looking forward to, on the wiki side, what things we need to promote, what things we want to improve, what pages people are searching. So I spend a lot of time on Google Trends. I spend a lot of time just kind of seeing what people are talking about and what people are having help or needing help with, I guess. And seeing which games are popular and stuff. And sometimes they're not the games you think they'd be. Like, for instance, Lego Marvel Superhero 2 is really popular, and I wouldn't have guessed that. Also, the Lego Ninjago, the movie, the video game, is popular. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, of course, like, Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda are really popular too. But, yeah, so that's for wikis. And then, like I said, I have a news shift every week to help with editorial, and then sometimes I do reviews. And then I also work on my own anime features every now and then, and right now we're handling best of, so there's just a lot going on. And then I, of course, hug my babies, my good Pikachu, so I had to talk about him. He's sitting right here. Well, when I was a kid, I hated reading. And then I read Harry Potter with my mom and my twin sister, and then I loved reading, and then I loved writing. And I decided I want to write books for a living. That's never gonna happen. Or at least I don't think it's gonna happen. So then I said, hey, I love video games, and I know people write about video games for a living, so why don't I do that? So I decided when I was a super little kid. Now I'm here. I got here because in 5th grade, so specifically I decided I want to do this in 5th grade. And I joined our yearbook club and every subsequent yearbook club after, every journalism program after, with the idea of getting to IGN. I did my own blog for a while and a podcast, and then I freelanced when I was in college, working on a online journalism degree. And then I said, hey, IGN, how's it going? And then they're like, hey, Miranda, you want to write some news freelance for us? I was like, yes, I do. And then that's kind of how I got here. From there, I went to wikis and reviews, and then I was offered a job. So, yeah, long story, very short. Ooh, that's hard. It's like an individual wiki page that I had the most fun with,
or just like a page where
or like a whole wiki.
I'll let you decide.
Okay, how about I do both? So
Okay.
Creating wikis is really difficult and super time consuming. We don't get games that far in advance sometimes, and that means my entire life is dedicated to writing this wiki and getting through a game. As far as my favorite wiki to create, I think I had the most fun on Halo 5 Guardians. Because not only am I a super huge Halo fan, when I got to work on it, I just got to rearrange my apartment, so I had like this setup where I had my TV really close, I had my snacks, I had my computer for capture, and I had everything just like, I had another laptop for writing, just like super set up. In my PJs, I had like everything ready to go, and it was just a ton of fun fighting all the skulls and like writing the guide, and working with Jared Petty on it was a lot of fun. So I really liked that one. But as far as an individual page, my favorite is definitely the Breath of the Wild All Recipes and Cookbook. So I did this for fun. Like, I wasn't assigned to the Zelda Wiki, which I was kind of sad about, but also happy, so I could kind of play at my own pace. But I just was like, hey, I don't care about the effects of all these things. I just want to know how to make every single recipe, because that's what I care about. And so I made a page for that, which you can look up, and I hope you do, and I hope you've used it. And if you have, leave a nice little comment or something. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that is by far my favorite page, just because I had to make every single item, and so I had to hunt out everything I needed for every recipe, and then cook it, and then I had to eat it, and then I went on an adventure, and I made it like my internal just kind of dialogue of like Link's going on a cooking quest, like he has to make everything in Hyrule so he can become a cooking master, and it was really dumb, and I haven't told anybody about that except now you know. So you want to be a writer, start writing. Now that is a big thing, is have your work somewhere available. We always want to be able to see like what people have been writing, what you're keeping up with. The best way to be a better writer is to, 1, read really good writing, and 2, write yourself. So when I was growing up, I just kept a blog constantly for game stuff, like what was I working on. One time, Andrew, when I was still, actually before I was freelancing, challenged me. He said, hey, play like 20 minutes of a game and write something about it. Like, figure something out. Like, create these little challenges for yourself to kind of push the boundaries of what you can do and what you're comfortable with. And become an expert in something. Like, you want to have a good general knowledge of all gaming or anime or whatever you want to write about. But you also need to have like an expertise, which is hard, but you can do it. And also, if you want to work in this industry, learn how to be on camera. That's a big thing. Having your own YouTube or a podcast or just anything is very beneficial. So like Twitch streaming or kind of whatever. Just get creative, have fun with it. That is the most important thing, is have fun, learn a lot, and just keep trying. And freelance. Freelance is good. Ah! Oh no! That's really hard. Actually, as I hug this Pikachu.
I mean, it's pretty obvious, right?
No, actually, it's probably not obvious.
Oh, okay.
I would say probably Ocarina of Time, just because it has a lot of weight for me in terms of like what got me interested in video games. Like, I have been playing video games all my life. Like, I had Pokemon when I was super little, and that's obviously where a big love of my favorite character right here came from. But when I was playing Ocarina of Time as a kid, I hadn't ever really felt such weight in playing a game. Like, Pokemon was fun, and I made this team of friends essentially, and that was great. But then going to Ocarina of Time, I felt like I had this responsibility to Hyrule, and like I had personally messed things up, and I needed to help Zelda. And I mean, I've kind of felt similar ways since then, but just because it was such an impactful game for me, it's my favorite, I think. Yeah, I love video games. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I ramble a bunch, and I like to cuddle this good boy. But I hope you enjoyed the rest of the episode.
Yeah. I noticed how happy you are with the rumble.
You like it?
In this game, yeah, like the airplane going.
Yeah,
everything.
Because we were done with the game. We're like, oh, we need to add the rumble. You know, 5 weeks later, we're still putting the rumbles in the game.
Yeah.
Because the amount of detail you can put into them is crazy. You know, they're kind of like a sound effect. You know, the waves, they kind of, they can be that granular.
Cool.
You know?
Can you really like crank the intensity on the Joy-Con and make it just like dance if you put it on the table? Yeah.
We haven't tried to break it yet.
No, because there have been some games that I've really noticed, like they just really pump it out.
Yeah.
But no, it feels good in Mutant Mods.
It was fun. We were like, let's give this a shot, and we're like, oh man, this feels good.
Yeah.
Like, because when you go past the checkpoint, it kind of goes. So the rumble does that. It kind of has that little that feeling to it.
Kind of flick.
Like, as soon as I felt that, I'm like, oh my gosh! So we went crazy doing it to everything.
So now you're just making rumble games.
Yes,
next
exactly.
game?
Yes, we're a rumble game studio now.
What are these?
Jules made a book.
Oh wow!
So this is the official art of Mutant Mods. Where can you get this book?
So the
Amazon.
mic was like a bug.
You can buy this book on Amazon. So it's all pixel art.
Yeah.
And the
so
artwork.
if you're a Prime member, you can get it too.
So who does this beautiful art?
It's mine. Charma.
Sweet. I'll put a link in the description for it.
Bear, by the way.
Jules, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
I produced this silly show.
Yeah, I've seen you on his silly show. Yeah, man.
He clips himself in randomly.
Well, because so yesterday we recorded the sort of year in review of Nintendo and stuff,
Shuffle
and
night.
before every episode I grab B-roll of just like whatever they're going to talk about,
Right.
and on the thing was Skyrim VR or Skyrim on Switch, so I grabbed Skyrim on Switch footage, and at one point they're looking at the B-roll here, and they're like, why does the screen like look really really foggy and stuff? And Barrett's like, oh, Barrett probably captured it, and I popped myself in. I was like, no, I didn't.
Well, you got the red Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Yeah, cherry red, delicious.
Jules brought you a present.
Yeah, that's for you, man. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is awesome.
That way, we can.
Oh, look out.
Ooh. I didn't know you can use it like that.
You can hold it up once we
That is
start
awesome.
talking, maybe.
That works.
Yeah, it looks good on camera.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Boom.
You can't tell that it's flopping over.
How long are you in town for?
I head out tomorrow.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
So I came in yesterday. I ate at what's it called? It's right down the way from the next to it. Cool bar. I don't know what it is. Begins with P, I think.
Well, that narrows it down.
Stumbled out. No, what is it? It's
This is like a serial killer hunt.
Is it Pete's maybe?
Oh, Pete's Tavern?
Is it yeah, P7. Yeah.
okay.
That was cool. It was dead, but it was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait,
yeah.
the one right around the corner from here?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Near Via, yeah.
Yeah.
Got their burger and their garlic fries.
Nice, yeah.
And a Guinness.
They have a low key one of the best secret burgers in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was
It's
nice. It was
really
good.
awesome.
I don't know what was on it. It was almost had sauerkraut or some kind of vinegared onions or something. It was
Well,
like
that's crack. They put crack.
Yeah, big hit in San Francisco. They do it's like a Thousand Island dressing type thing.
yeah.
It's kind of like it's
It's
sort of
really
like a
good.
high end in and out. Oh yeah, yeah. These are customs.
Oh, snap.
I haven't done a video on them yet.
You haven't seen those yet, Mike?
very
Oh.
nice.
Yeah, they're nice.
Would you-
I showed these to Koizumi last week.
What did he say?
He held my Switch and freaked out.
Really?
Yeah. We asked him a question about doing more add-ons for Joy-Cons and different colored ones. And he said
"So
he said they're basically experimenting with a bunch of different attachments right now,
Yeah.
which means more than just the standard issue Joy-Con stuff.
It's like kind of matte feel.
Yeah,
It's
right?
Nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And he said he really likes all the custom stuff people are doing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's like I can't imagine like the head guy at Apple being like, "Oh, we love when people put glue and stickers on their phones."
Yeah. But so you showed him those and
Yeah,
he nerded
and
out
they
a
were
bit?
just like,
Oh man.
Right.
Yeah. So we're the red light just means that's the camera that's
Okay.
on.
Cool.
So if you ever want to look into the soul of the audience, you
Right.
just gotta find the right camera.
I sit like this the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta ask Barry to swap out our background images sometime.
Okay.
We're still stuck on the.
Oh, yeah,
Zelda
those
shield.
been on there for a while.
I can.
Oh, there's
see
Barrett.
it. Yeah, what's up?
So last time I was here, I was up on a screen similar to that.
Yeah.
Was it this office or was it a different location in this building? Or where was the studio then? Was it the same room or?
Different floor.
Oh wow.
We moved from downstairs to upstairs 1 year, right? Oh no, but we didn't
This was
have the
last year-
studio.
This was
then.
last year. With
when he
Jose.
Skyped in, we were in
it?
the old room.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we
It was
were
last
in
year.
we were in a small room.
Okay, yeah.
It's a tiny podcast room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We weren't allowed in here yet.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was setting up I wanted to kind of create a backdrop.
Yeah.
That wasn't my home because that's where I was. So I was actually in my closet
Faking it.
with two banners behind me. I was like squeezed in there with my computer right in front of me, and I was like, it was so uncomfortable. It was awesome, but it worked.
Well, it was great.
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was fun.
Yeah, and Jose obviously has departed the
I know,
building.
right?
He's working at Nintendo.
It's awesome.
I'm sure on exciting things that
It
we
was-
would all love to be playing.
Right, Audrey, Rich, Jose.
We don't talk about we don't talk about them.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
they're a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
One of our motion graphics guys, Adam, went over there.
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
As far as
Mike
Matt and Craig,
Pereira?
Well, they're
They're Apple and
they're
stuff.
down in Silicon Valley.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they at the Apple campus. That's right.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of people down there too.
Yeah, yep. I stay in touch with Matt.
Yeah.
Not so much Craig, but I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
Craig was at Sega for a while. I ran into him a few times when we were showing off
Yeah.
the Alien game.
Yeah.
PAX. That was a while ago now.
Did any of you guys play Floor Kids?
No.
No.
I saw your tweet about it. It's good, right? Yeah.
It's so fun.
I was waiting for you to play it.
Yeah, that's
and then
totally
tell me.
that's my jam.
Aww.
Oh, hey.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It's so cute. The war on Christmas is over.
So I pre-ordered these from Play Asia.
Oh.
That's you didn't get the bundle. That's
No,
the
these are
import
the Japanese
controllers,
ones, yeah, from there. And they were, I think they like arrived in the States like a month ago. But I didn't have them, but they were in the States somewhere, and I'm like, okay, and I was emailing them, and they're like, well, it's, you know, they've arrived, they're in your country, so you just need to go to your mailbox. I'm like, well, I've been to my mailbox, it's not there.
Aww.
And I was like, so I was like, I had to have them. So then I noticed they're on Amazon.
Yeah.
$100 though, and I'm like,
Ooh.
really? So I ordered
That's
them.
$20
and then the next
more than the
day, the
regular
other ones
package.
arrived. So now
Wait,
now I have
isn't one Joy-Con? How much is one Joy-Con?
to 80.
What?
Look at
One?
one.
Yeah.
One. They're expensive, right? No,
I think it's
not
like
one.
eight-
You always
like
get
eight-
two.
But $80 for
No,
two,
you can
yeah.
get a single Joy-Con.
Can
yeah.
you really?
Yeah, you can. You can buy a left one or a right
Oh, I
one by
didn't know
itself.
that.
Oh, that's right. They're individually packaged.
I think it's like $20 less, so it's just pointless
wow.
to get a single.
Oh,
You might as well
wow.
just get
Okay.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's for people who lost a Joy-Con.
I had to buy
I
one.
want
once,
that one
yeah.
color
Oh, yeah.
to match the
Exactly.
red or the blue.
Exactly.
Real
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was
Nobody would
thinking
do
when you said
that.
No one would ever do that.
Nobody would have that many Joy-Con.
Especially not you.
Jules, you play every Switch game, huh? So if we have some like general news topics to talk about, you can totally hang with the big guys.
Have you played any of the Zelda DLC, like
I
the
have
Champions
not.
Ballad?
I have not.
Okay.
I have played ukulele though.
Okay.
I've been getting into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw that.
Yep. Resident Evil.
Did you?
Ooh.
Are you like up to date with like the video game award news and stuff?
Bayonetta announcement.
Bayonetta announcements.
Oh, Bayonetta 3 and
Yeah.
2 and all the
Yeah.
rest of it.
And then just the some of the awards that were given out. Like I have it on the run of show right there,
Oh,
so
okay.
you can see it. And then also just the last part of the show, we're going to be focusing on like the Champions Ballad DLC and all that stuff. But I figured we could open up and
yeah.
do like the first half of the show, just talking about you and Mutant Muds
Cool.
and
Yeah,
all that
man.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic always says because it makes sense.
Sanic.
How much is a DLC? I probably need to get it.
I think you have to buy the bundle pack together. So
It's like
29 or is it $20?
But you have to finish you have to have finished the game.
Interesting.
You
Really?
don't have to be Ganon, but you have to do the
Get the Divine Beasts.
Wow.
Divine Beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a challenge mode.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It starts with
That's
one
not going to
hit.
happen anytime soon for me.
Once you get past the first part of it, it
Yeah.
starts getting a little easier.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's just that initial barrier to entry.
What's going on, Barrett? What?
Yes, mic check.
Okay. Brawl, Splatoon 2, Bayonetta 3 trailer, Breath of the Wild, Champions DLC, Mutant Muds collection.
I look up a massive
Um,
in my pocket. I need to
What's
get-
going on? Jules is talking
Sorry,
about
that was
something
inappropriate. Sorry
in
about
his pocket.
Sorry.
I hope we didn't get that on tape.
Where's my wallet?
On
we
film.
didn't.
We still use film here.
Hi everyone, it's me, Brian, and I'm talking. We're doing a great show today. It's called Nintendo Voice Chat, and we filmed the entire thing on tape. We are the #1 podcast in the world to put everything on tape. That's VHS, mini disc, maxi disc,
All right, Jules.
Scotch.
I'm going to say some stuff. I'm not sure what to say, but I'm going to look at these guys really awkwardly and say something that I don't know. And
What if
keep
you get
going.
mad? How's your voice go up or no?
Oh, probably really high pitch, by the way. See how it goes. Yeah.
Hi, and thanks again for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to NVC at youtube.com/NintendoVoiceChat. If you want to catch up with the vlog, click up here. If you want to catch up with the podcast, click down there. And if you never want to miss a video, click on the subscribe button bell right there. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye.